Shabbat Shalom. First and foremost, Brakatay Yahweh, Brakatay Yahweh Shai, Call Loyum, Wakabah La Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Arachakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and bishops of the great millstone who rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations unto the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Now, what I have on the screen is a part one to a three-part series. And this is definitely recommended. I'd recommend for all you brothers out there, and even you a few sisters. This is a must watch. All right, and this is on BitChute. All three parts are on BitChute, and also this site here, 153news.net. This is basically where I was actually watching. The first part of this particular series. It goes in. All right, going all the way in. And this is why they're gonna go hard to censor all forms of media so that this type of information don't get too viral. Make sure it's not you know being shared abroad, because this type of content is very damning to these people, and this is why they got to push that anti-sim card so heavy, because the heat is coming down on them. All right, now each part is over an hour long, so it's covering a lot. It's covering the from the whole um Crown Big Royale pandemic, to Big Pharma and their involvement, who controls it, who runs it, how much revenue and money that they made behind this, to the Ukraine war, to all these different things that you see happening. And this is what caught my eye, the actual title itself. You are Amalek. And I was like, who else besides the One West Israelite groups even teach that these people are actually Amalek? And I had to conclude they're watching the prophets. They're the world is listening. Even if they try to disassociate themselves or separate themselves or act like they're not watching or listening, man, they're getting their ideas and facts when it comes to Bible prophecy, and breaking these scriptures down. They're watching us, man. All right. Now, real quick, let me get a quick scripture on that. And this is how this testimony that we do have, is making so much noise that it's getting the attention of the gates of the nobles. And that's why they're going to try to crack down upon free speech. All right. Teaching out of the Bible. They're going to crack down on all that, man. You already see what's going on with how they're linking Ye and now Kyrie Irving to anti-Semitism and conspiracy theories. All these things are all coming back up together. And then you got the radical extremist groups. They're mentioning the BHI, which we don't call ourselves that, but they're throwing that out there, and it's all being associated all together. So this devil knows that it's over for him. And the prophets, the men of the Lord who's been out there, prophesying, they're gonna have the fingers mainly pointed at them. All right. So this is Psalms 19, And verse I'll start at 1. It says, "The heavens declare the glory of the Most High, and the firmament showeth his handiwork." And right now, we have the World Wide Web, the internet, in which the satellites, it's gloating up there in the firmament, right below the firmament, and that's how we're able to have, you know, internet access. All right, where we can, search the web, and we can, view anything, on the internet, from one end of the earth even to the other. All right. And it also says in Second Ezra, the 6th chapter, that the books will be open before the firmament. Let me see if I could get that. And this is all due to the Most High increasing that knowledge, as it says in Deuteronomy, not Deuteronomy, Daniel the 12th chapter. Knowledge shall be increased. All right. This is Second Ezra 6 and verse 20. It says, and when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, and Esau's world is finishing up before the Lord ends it, before he destroys Esau's world. This is what's going to happen. It says, "Then will I shew these tokens," meaning these wonders, these signs. "The book shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall all see together." And what are we seeing all together? We're seeing the tokens. We're seeing the prophecies come to pass. We're now seeing that the man of sin, all right, the mystery of iniquity, he's being revealed. All right. And that's because, we've pushed that vibration in the earth by prophesying against them all these years, revealing that, all his wickedness, everything that he's done against the children of Israel, his deceit, his lies. All right. And it's been heavily pushed on this platform, the internet. See? So it says, going back to Psalms 19, it says, "Day unto day utter of speech, and night unto night show of knowledge." And we're only able to do that because of this technology. The Lord, gave that much to Esau. There was going to be a blessing and a curse. You see? And it was mainly this technology was mainly created for the purpose of the Most High spreading forth this gospel, so that the elect can rise from the dead, from their spiritual dead state. All right. And the Lord returned that breath, that inspiration into his people, starting with the elect, and they're out there prophesying. All right. Bringing out all the facts, bringing out all the information, breaking down the mysteries that was hidden from the world for ages. Now it's being uttered, day and night, on the internet. Brothers going live, like you got the elder Manat Zagba, he's live. All right. The elder apostle Tahar, he was, premiering live. His, every brother's going, just pushing the word all day, every day. So everybody's noticing that, and they're watching. People who we wouldn't think is watching are watching. All right. It says, "There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard." So we're being listened to by all type of nationalities. They're hearing it in their own languages. All right. Their line is going out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them have he set a tabernacle for the sun. All right. So yeah, and that's why, like it says in Romans, have they not all heard? Romans 10 and 18. It says, "But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily their sound went into all the earth, and their words into the ends of the world." And that's why this vibration is out there, man. All right. Exposing E. All right, and it's at the point now where even E is against E. The Lord said, "A kingdom divided against itself cannot stand." And you got the Western, Edomite versus, the top Edomite. All right, Amalek, which is one of the dukes of Edom. They're pretty much primarily the top hierarchy of Esau, which is why they were given this portion to pretty much rule the world. And a regular Edomite don't like that. They they always had like a rivalry. All right. Now, of course, they band together when it came to coming against their top arch nemesis, which is us. The Israelites. All right, they conspired together against us. But now that things are falling apart for them, now they are at each other's throats, exposing each other. Warring with each other. Okay. So this is an example of that. This documentary series was put together by an Edomite. All right, and he put a lot in this series, man. All right. This is just the first part, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, damn, these devils got everything sewn up. And that's why we can hold you accountable for everything. The Heavenly Father Himself is gonna hold you accountable because He, gave the world to you. Hey, like it says in Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. You could see in whose hands the world is in. Okay, they're in total control. But now that is obvious now, they want to be in complete denial. They want to, yell, they pull out the anti-SIM card and act like they're being attacked. You know, so this is definitely a recommended series right here, man. All right, and yes, they are that's exactly who they are. All right, and when we go into the facts on Amalek, let's go to Genesis 36. And see, it's gonna be almost unlawful to even speak that name. You can't say the E word without them, getting triggered and sensitive, even though that's their true biblical identity. And the elites know that they go back to Aisha. They know that. But when you speak it now, it's derogatory because they understand that nothing good is associated with that group. But that's who they are, man. You ain't gonna be able to say that word or the A word, Amalek. So let's read it real quick. This is Genesis 36, and I'm gonna start at verse 9. It says, "And these are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites in Mount Seir. These are the names of Esau's sons: Eliphaz the son of Adah, the wife of Esau; Ruel the son of Bashemuth, the wife of Esau. And the sons of Eliphaz were Teman, Omar, Zepho, and Gatam, and Kenaz. And this is not the same Kenaz as Caleb's father. All right, Caleb and Kenaz, they were Judites. They were from the tribe of Judah. This is not the same Kenaz that was one of the uh grandsons of Esau. All right, and vocab, he always try to use that to bring confusion. All right, but you know whenever you come across Kenaz, it ain't just one Kenaz. All right, certain Hebrew names were common names back then. Continuing on, it says, and Timnah was concubine to Eliphaz, Esau's son, and she bare to Eliphaz Amalek. These were the sons of Adah, Esau's wife. All right, now when you jump down, let's go to the dukes. It says, verse 15, it says, these were the dukes of the sons of Esau, the sons of Eliphaz, the firstborn son of Esau, Duke Teman. All right, your modern day Temanites would be your Germans. All right, top tier Edomites. All right, Germany, that's a strong, one of the strong um, heads of the beast. You know, strong currency. You know, and they're known for their their smarts. You know, your scientists. A lot of them come out of Germany. Okay, it says Duke Omar, Duke Zepho, Duke Kines, Duke Korah, Duke Gatam, and Duke Amalek. These are the dukes that came of Eliphaz in the land of Edom. These were the sons of Adah. All right. Now, what is a duke? You look up duke. It says a male holding the highest hereditary title in the British and certain other peerages. All right. So, in other words, it's a high class ruling, a noble person, somebody that's of a high rank within a empire. All right, Duke, noble rank. Duke is a male title either of a monarch ruling over a duchy or of a member of royalty or nobility. Okay, as rulers, dukes are ranked below emperors, kings, grand princes, grand dukes, and sovereign princes. As royalty or nobility, they are ranked below princess, nobility, and grand dukes. Okay, so these are the top ruling class families of Esau, and Amalek happens to be the main one, which is why when you go to Numbers, so go to Numbers 24 real quick, and it says, let me start up a couple verses, and this was that vision that Balaam had. He pretty much saw the end from the beginning of how Israel was going to basically come out on top in the last days, and this is what we was going to do to our enemies. All right, and this is what they would call extreme. This is in our law, the very same book that they hid behind all this time, claimed that this was their book. But we go into these things and break it down and repeat it out. Now it's extreme. Numbers 24, starting at verse 17, it says, "I shall see him, but not now." Talking about the Messiah. "I shall behold him, but not nigh. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of Israel, and shall smite the corners of Moab," the modern Chinese, "and destroy all the children of Sheph. And Edom shall be a possession. Seir shall be a possession for their enemies." I mean, we're gonna take possession of their land. All right, all the land of Mount Seir and Edom is just gonna be an extension of the land of Judah. All right, because he's gonna be in slavery, and then after that, 1,000 year period, where he's gonna be under the curse and he's gonna be in hell. Um, there's gonna be no need for him anymore. He's gonna be annihilated. He's going to be erased, pursuant to Obadiah verse 18. And Amalek, it says that literally in the scriptures that Amalek, their memory is going to be erased from the earth. And I can't wait. All this that they've been doing, since their existence, that's long overdue. All right. But right now, they're in that position right now. It says, and Israel shall do valiantly, out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion, and shall destroy him that remaineth for the city. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. Right? And I always go into this when you break down what it means by Amalek being the first of the nations. It literally means that he's the head. All right. The word first is a Riyashiath in the Hebrew, and it says first, beginning, best, chief. All right. So when something is chief, that means it's of high rank, a leader or ruler of a people or clan, a ruler. All right. And it goes, the root word is Ra'ash, which basically means head. Like when King David said, "I have become head of the heathen." Basically, hey, I'm at the top. Everybody's up under me. All right. The head, the top, the summit. All right. When these nations have they G7 summits, that's the aligning of the governments in which they at the top, running those governments. So right now, Amalek, which is a Duke of Edom, the ruling class hierarchy of Esau, Edom, they're the head. They're the first. So that's why all the heat is coming down upon them, because the earth is in their hand right now. And look at the state of and condition of the world. Look at the state of the people, completely depraved, completely degenerate, completely violent, completely immoral. All right. So that's how you know who's Amalek. And they're definitely not real nobility. Okay. And the scriptures say that in Isaiah, which the world is beginning to see it, that these people that are that are supposed to be in a noble position, they're considered the nobles of this world. They're not noble at all. Let's get Isaiah 32 and was it 7? Isaiah 32 verse 5. Here it is. Isaiah 32 and verse 5, it says, the vile person shall no more Slakia. The vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful. All right. And these devils, they're definitely vile. All right. Totally vile. I mean, you see what's coming out of Hollywood. You see what our people have to do to sell their soul. They have to do vile shit because the people that require them to do certain things in order for to uh sign them and give them contracts and make our people successful. You got to do vile shit. So these are vile people. All right. And you look up that word liberal, it means noble. And right now, that's the sentiment of the world right now. Like you're the chosen people. you have all this control, but look at how you're controlling the world. Look what you're doing, to the people. Look at what you're causing. Look at all the death and disease that's spreading. You know, ain't nothing noble about you. You're not noble. The word is nadayab, and it means it says noble. Okay, noble, princely in rank, noble in mind and character. All right, you seeing that these devils ain't nothing noble about them, man. Okay, they're vile. The freaking scandals, the child trafficking, human trafficking, the pedophilia, the grooming. It's all coming out, man. You're behind these things. So let me get a few more scriptures real quick. Let's go to Psalms 10 and 15. Because it all got to come out. And that's why this devil's going to come down with great wrath, knowing that his time is short. Because everything is coming out on him. All right, Psalms 10 and 15 says, break thou the arm of the wicked and evil man. Seek out his wickedness till thou find none. And, this is where we at right now, where, all his wickedness is being, you know, seeked out so that the man of sin can be revealed to the world. All right, Job 20 and 27, the heavens shall reveal his iniquity and the world shall come against him. All right, Jeremiah 49 and verse 10. And it says, but I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. All right. They're not in trouble as everybody else in the world. They're not taken. They got everything spoiled. All right. They're gonna put, them damn devices in people, man. They're gonna CHIP people. This is what they plan on doing. They're gonna control, every little thing that you do. They're gonna be able to control what you can spend, how much you can spend, how much you can like the level of control, you know, they really think they're on the level of the most high. So that's why the Lord's gonna put a stop to you. He just gotta expose you first. Let me get one more real quick. Lamentations 4, verse 22. Let me get this in the NLT real quick. I like this one in the NLT. And it says, O beautiful Jerusalem, your punishment will end. You will soon return from exile. And that's going to happen when Yahushua comes back and grab us up. All right. And then we're going to get to watch the fall of our enemies. It says, but Edom, your punishment is just beginning. Soon your many sins will be exposed. And it's all coming out. All right. You got another documentary coming out called Suddenly, where they're covering all these sudden deaths and where you can link all these sudden deaths back to, even though you can't say it out loud, on places like YouTube, and the media is definitely not gonna point it out. They're gonna hide their tracks, so to speak. But all type of stuff is coming out, man. So I'm gonna leave a link to this. I'm gonna definitely put it in the description. All right. is pretty good, man. All right. So anyway, Lord willing, y'all was edified. Let me give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shai. Shalom.